My name is Abdus and I'm a Global Account Director here at Kubrick. In last year's video we spoke about Ramadan, what it means to fast, what we do, why we do it, and some of the challenges associated, and I think also what companies and businesses could do for their employees to ensure that they get the best possible experience. If I were to add one challenge to which people are facing, such as myself who are fasting, that I probably didn't elaborate upon, is potentially the lack of sleep. Just last night I didn't get much sleep because we're up late, breaking our fast, prayers in the middle of the night, trying to get in as much water as possible, and then also morning prayers as well. So I think if our managers and leaders and companies alike are fully aware of that, it would be really, really great to understand that and empathise when it comes to people that are fasting. I think number one is empathy. So actually understanding that this colleague of mine is going through fundamentally a very important month within their lives, right? So it's the most important time of their life. They should and they will be making the most of this spiritually as much as possible. So they are fasting, they are not eating, they are not drinking, sleep patterns are not aligned as much as possible or like they were previously. So naturally there may be elements of fatigue or their routine could be slightly disrupted. So being empathetic and understanding and trying to manage workload around that. But I guess some of the things that we can do and continue to do is to ensure that those flexible hours are there and managing workload in accordance to that. Being empathetic and understanding that this is what they're going through. And also if there are moments to which someone is going through a low point or maybe a lack of energy or halfway during the day they're feeling really, really tired or an element of fatigue, they feel comfortable enough to come to their managers or to whoever they are reporting to and actually saying, look, this is how I feel. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. But when I come back, I'll be refreshed, I'll be good, and carry on being productive for the rest of the day. Probably the biggest change from this time last year to where we are now is that I have aged quite extensively. But other than that, I'd say that the world has changed. And as a result, the ways of working has changed, and that's impacted us in a far better way. Within a Kubrick lens, we've grown extensively to a company with over 1,000 people and growing into over 2,500. So it's an ever-changing environment. Things are changing. We're getting lots more kind of people from Muslim backgrounds coming through the gate and actually joining Kubrick and being a part of our family and world. So we have seen a real change in, I guess, the understanding when it comes to Ramadan. I think the video last year helped. The fast challenge we did last year also helped. Business leaders and our colleagues alike are understanding a lot more what's it like to fast, what they can do to fast, and also by going through the fast challenge, actually putting yourself into someone else's shoes and being like, hey, this is what they're going through. Actually, we need to be a bit more caring and understanding. And what we've seen as a result of that fast is that togetherness, is that empathy. And this year we're doing our fast in Ramadan, and I do see a real change where some of our colleagues are actually a bit more understanding and empathetic towards one another. So that was really the mission at hand this time last year. And I guess from this time this year, once again, it's about bringing people together. There's been an excitement. Everyone's been coming to me and to other Muslim colleagues around our business asking, when is it? When is Ramadan? What's happening? When, how can I get involved this year? When is the fast challenge? So there's a real buzz that we generally didn't really have before. And that level of excitement is something that does bring the office, the company, the global front together. There's lots of change that's gone on in the last year or so. A lot of good things that have happened as a result, but a lot more that we need to continue to do to ensure that as we scale, everyone within the business continue to feel that as well. For those who are certainly going through challenges within their own kind of areas where they are fasting in particular companies, and maybe those companies haven't gone through similar journeys which other companies alike have gone through when it comes to understanding Ramadan and recognizing the impact it does have within colleagues. You've got nothing to be ashamed of. If you're feeling a particular way and you're experiencing Ramadan and you're experiencing fatigue and you're experiencing tiredness or just a different change in routine and schedule, be open, be bold, talk about it, raise it. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but it's certainly the steps that I took within my career. Because I went through some of those challenges as well, and you'll see that the community do come together and they do try to help and support. For me personally, it's about raising awareness, right? To tell other companies, tell other businesses, we Muslim employees make up a large number of your employee base. This is what we're going through. This 30 days of fasting is something that we're going to experience. This is how we're going to feel. This is how it's going to be. We'll continue to work and operate at the highest level, but there's certain things that we're going to go through and certain challenges we're going to face, so we do expect your support. So it's about raising awareness, I guess giving the confidence to people that are going through challenges to also raise it to their leaders and managers alike, and create certain initiatives, whether it's the Fast Challenge or whether it's the, well, wherever it could be, Muslim networks that you're looking to establish or join, but really to show that you can be the change from within as well.